Deep within a bleak and dismal era, hidden within the murky internet, lies the headquarters of the most sinister geeks of all time. A Legion on Zoom.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Legion on Zoom, always and forever. I'll say something else eventually. I'm Ches.
Yo, don't fix what ain't broke, man. That start works. And I am Miguel.
I'm Rod.
And guys, we finally got an update on those damn Disney Plus shows. Well, at least like on one of them anyway. One of the biggest ones that everyone seems to be expecting is the Wandavision show. And we've seen the trailers. It's up on our Insta page if you guys want to take a look at that. Legion on Zoom on Instagram. And guys, we're less than 3 months away, or 3 months away, actually, just about. And that's awesome. We could start like a 92-day countdown. The show's almost here.
Damn, right? Because it's supposed to come out in January, right? Like
No, 2 months. 2 months.
Jesus Christ! I didn't even know. I'm just like in this 2020 delay news mentality that I just assume any news related to TV shows that we like, it's like, oh, it's delayed. You know, I didn't know it was like a good one actually. Like I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I haven't really been like digging into the Disney Plus app yet. I haven't really found a need to. I'm not quite ready for that MCU rewatch, right? Because that thing is an endeavor. But this will definitely get me on that app. And now that we don't have The Boys, we don't know when Titans is going to drop. They still haven't released a date on that one on season 3. So finally some good news. Shit.
Word, that's a good point, because it's like now it's Marvel's time to start shining, right? Because we've had all these awesome shows that we've gotten from DC, from Amazon, right? With The Boys, it's good to see them do finally come, please, and hopefully that holds us until, because I think the next one will be the Winter Soldier and Falcon show, right? And so that'll be cool. Regarding Disney Plus, I kind of try to use Disney Plus. The only thing that got me right now back to Disney Plus, which I guess we can talk a little, is The Mandalorian. That's the one thing, because the season 2 just came out and they drop every Friday. But other than that, yeah, exactly. Like the rewatch of the MCU is a massive event. I've used it to catch up on the Spider-Man cartoon, the Web Warriors, but even not like como si say, like structured, you know, like it's just if I remember, like, oh right, there's that, or The Simpsons. I will say that I like to watch old Simpsons episodes every once in a while, but that's it.
Stop acting like you only watch Hamilton once.
Yo, I forgot. Yo, Hamilton, of course.
Everyone has seen that shit more than once.
Not
I've seen
me.
it a bunch of times. The
I haven't seen
contrary.
shit.
You haven't even seen it once, Rod?
No.
Dude, man, you are missing out, bro. It's actually really good.
I respect that, though. He's gonna die an old man, and his gravestone's gonna say, "Did not see Hamilton."
That's right.
The
Proudly.
one person in the
Yeah.
world.
Are the Spider-Man movies up there?
No.
Far From
No.
Home? No?
No, I don't think so.
You see, they had to
No,
fuck it up.
but if you are gonna do like the Marvel rewatch, that is a very convenient place to do it, though. Like everything is right there, except for those.
Of course.
But it's like whoosh,
Except for Spider-Man.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, no, and they even have it, if I remember correctly, they also even have it like you can watch it in like true chronological order, you know. So
Yeah.
technically Captain America will be and they already have it set up for you. You just basically click play, sit back, and relax. But yeah, the Spider-Man films I think are the only ones that are missing, because I think Netflix has the Spider-Verse one there still. I don't know, it's confusing.
Like as soon as Miguel said that, I just pictured imagine like a reverse Darwinism evolutionary chart where like you hit play as yourself and you end up like one of the people in Wall-E, just like
Damn.
Word. Just like jerking off between movies and ordering Grubhub.
Yo, that will be your reality.
Yo, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening. I gotta rewatch Wall-E just to, no shit. We'll see Grubhub is in the movie Wall-E. This is years before even it existed. Like, oh my God. I'm okay with that.
Pixar was trying to warn us. And also some news that no one expected about us.
Yes.
I am so excited about this. No one thought this is mind blowing. So there is a sequel to the Keanu Reeves Constantine in the works. And this has been verified by someone, save my ass here, the actor that played Lucifer in the movie. I do not know what his name is, but I'm going to waste time while somebody looks it up and jumps in. But go
I
ahead.
will just say though that we weren't expecting this, but this was the one. I remember this was the one good thing of the Comic-Con at Home event that I loved the Constantine panel that they had, because you've seen Keanu Reeves just remember so many good details of the movie, making the movie, how much he truly loved it. And they asked him there, like, would you be down to do a sequel? He was like, of course, you know, like he'd be. So I think from there, it's probably like people were like, wait, what? You would really do it? Oh, then let's fucking do this.
Yeah, and a few things, like it could be a show, right? Because that seems to be the direction that a lot of these like big name comic books are moving to, comic book companies. That might be the future, right? Like Netflix style format shows versus like big movie theater productions. You know, and like the Justice League movie is going to be like a taste of what that might be like, although it began as a, you know, a theatrical film. But yeah, that guy's name is Peter Stormare.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I feel like way less of a dick.
I know him from Seinfeld, from the Frogger episode. He was like a dingy plumber.
Oh, nice.
Remember that shit? And that George is trying to get the Frogger machine across the street.
That was a great episode, exactly.
And I will say this with like a bit of a trip to the dark side. Out of all the iterations in pop culture that have been made of Lucifer, including the CW/Netflix show, his Lucifer tops my list. I'm sorry. As brief moment, dude, like his performance was like a supernova. It was
Hold
so
up. Yeah, all right, hold your horses. Remember The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves as well?
Hell
With
yes.
Al Pacino?
I
don't
Come
care.
on.
I
You telling me
don't
his Lucifer was
Yup.
better. And
Yup.
remember, at the end, when he's like getting defeated by Keanu Reeves, he turns into like a Keanu Reeves-esque beautiful angel.
Okay, wait.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Let's get one thing straight. That movie, although brilliant, that was just Al Pacino playing Al Pacino, which is what it does in every movie that he's Al Pacino. Al Pacino's just Al Pacino surrounded by great writing. Let's get that straight. It just so happens that he's enthralling, like he's awesome to like stare at, doing whatever he does. I'm pretty sure that people would watch like an Al Pacino show of him just going grocery shopping and going to the cleaners and running his daily errands. Like, and people would watch that.
But
He's
it's
just
not just because of great writing. It's because Al Pacino is an incredible actor. Like,
yeah,
come on.
exactly. But like, dude, his performance at the end. I mean, did he play Lucifer or was he straight up Satan? I'm a little bit
Isn't it the
confused
same
by
thing?
that. Nah, no.
The-
All right,
Is
all
it?
right. Anyways,
No,
also,
yeah,
never
it
mind.
is the same thing. Now,
I'm
come on,
bugging.
come on.
No, I'm bugging. Because
I
I
have a
confused in my
fan
head
theory.
'cause they try
I
to
have a
stop his
fan-
kid. That's why.
a fan theory moment.
Go for it.
Maybe it's not a film, right? Maybe it's a cameo in the Flash movie. Now hear me out. Like I mentioned a few episodes ago, this Flash is going to traverse the DC film multiverse. And I speculated back then that he might pull in Keanu Reeves as Constantine. How fucking awesome would that be?
That'd be amazing,
Thoughts?
but like, what would that have to do with the guy who plays Lucifer?
Right, and I think it'd be awesome, but not as
Everything.
it'd be awesome, but not as awesome as a sequel to Constantine.
Facts.
Yeah, that'd be the
Facts.
coolest.
Yeah, like, hell yeah, it'd be fucking cool to have a Constantine movie sequel, dude. Like, I would love a much more deeper dive into the lore because I feel like they used so little and did so much. It was such a rich movie. It was so much nuance. And when you really watch that movie, like, it moves so slow, but it was like the best, like, it was weird. It was a combination of like a slow moving movie with like peaks. Like, I feel like they did a lot with a little bit.
You know what? Fuck it. I've already decided. Thanks to you guys for tonight. My plan tonight is it is Friday the 13th to begin with. First of all, I got where you're listening to this. It's gonna be not Friday. It's Sunday night or whenever. It might be in the future. You might be listening to this in 2025 or something. Anyway, today's Friday the 13th, and I think I'm gonna rewatch Constantine tonight. Fuck it.
Nice.
I've been dying to rewatch it. I think I've only seen it maybe once or twice at the very most, but years ago.
I envy you. I envy you so much.
Oh.
And also,
Badass soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. I was about to bring that up. The song.
I do want to ask though. I'm wondering, Rod, are you a little bit like preferring to just be a cameo? Because do you prefer the Constantine from the TV show guy, right, versus Keanu Reeves?
Of course, yeah, of course. I got a soft spot for Matt Ryan. But well, Keanu Reeves is like, okay, he's Keanu Reeves. He has the Matrix 4. He has John Wick 4, right?
Yeah.
We won't be seeing Constantine 2 until like God knows when. Yeah. After COVID is won, the machines have taken over. He's actually in the Matrix. Then he's gonna make the movie in there.
Wait, what?
I can wait. I can wait a little bit longer. I'm okay with that. But I guess you're saying yes, Matt Ryan. You're saying Matt Ryan is looking for work, and that he would be easier to do Constantine movie right now. So all right, so Warner Brothers out there, figure it out. Give both our boys his job.
And he's still active, right, in the CW verse.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
with
He's been
Legends,
here.
right?
I think he's still active.
Or what about we get them both in one movie where two Constantines from different Earths have to work together?
That's too much. I don't know.
But
Ready.
that connects with Flashpoint. No, that connects with your Flash movie. You know,
Boom.
the multiverse and all that. You can kind of stem a little bit from that.
Or like Highlander, Endgame. Remember when the TV Highlander met the movie Highlander?
Oh, word! That was when Connor met Duncan. Yes, people.
Word.
Deep cut.
Shout out.
We are Highlander fans, by the way.
Deep cut.
That show is the shit. Adrian Paul, one of the most epic genetic specimens to ever walk the earth. Good Lord. Yeah.
Yo, and shout out to Queen for that intro. That intro song is one of the greatest songs of all time. That shit'll get you pumped in any situation.
And wait, and also, what was this guy's name? The dude who played Connor McLeod and the dude who went on to play Raiden, right?
Oh yeah. That guy.
What's his something? Christopher Lambert.
I want to say Lambert, exactly, right? Yeah.
Is it Christopher
Yes,
Lambert? I believe
yes.
so. One of the most epic voices in history. Another deep cut. Shout out to Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, I was gonna say Adam Lambert, but I think isn't that like an American Idol singer, right, or something like that? Like
I almost went there. One of the few times I actually saved myself before I fucked something up. But yeah. And I feel like, did we even touch on the subject in the last episode? Because it seems like we haven't really delved into it in a while. So let's go ahead and scratch Rod's itch.
Ooh.
We have a Snyder Cut update.
That's right. Some juicy ones too for the Snyder Cut fans out there. We see you. We know you're out there in India and all those other places around the world.
Word, man.
You know, hashtag release a Snyder Cut. One of the most effective hashtag movements of all time. Yeah, there've been others. Me Too, Black Lives Matter. Things like that are important. However,
hashtag vote.
Release the Snyder Cut.
Vote.
Hold on. Release the Snyder Cut had results. All right.
Oh.
So that being said, Zack Snyder teased concept art of Martian Manhunter, and we kind of already know we're gonna get him in the Snyder Cut, right? And then he also teased more about how he wanted to develop Bruce's story. So apparently in the Snyderverse, he had been married to Selena Kyle. So shout out to Tom King's work on Batman recently.
Wait! I gotta stop you right there. All right, you're dropping mad knowledge.
All right.
In
So
rapid fire motion.
I know you're it's like matter of fact. Like we all know this, right? It's like wait.
Okay.
So Batman in the Snyderverse is supposed to was or is married to Catwoman.
He's divorced from Selena Kyle.
Oh shit!
No, how do you know this? Like how was this?
From Snyder has said these words. I haven't watched the interview, but I've read the articles about the interview. So it is secondhand information. However, it was all over my feed. I mean, I follow all the Snyder Cut pages on IG, as many as I can. So and he actually name dropped an actress that he wanted or could still potentially play Selena Kyle with the way things are going right now. Ches, you have the name right there?
For who?
Yeah. I have it. It's Carla Gugino. If we're saying it right.
And Snyder fans will remember her as the Silk Spectre, the original Silk Spectre in Watchmen.
Oh wow!
You know,
and also real quick, why would you assume I have anyone's name ready?
Not because of the agenda.
Oh,
I think you had the
okay.
agenda open in front of
Oh,
you.
which I actually do have it, and I forgot.
I know, you tell us, you know it, it's right there. But anyway,
People, we are a
little behind the scenes magic for people right now.
people. We are a professional organization here.
That's right.
We get things
We're on the
done.
ball. We have our finger on the pulse.
and the corpse is dead. All right, but wow, it's gonna be the woman who played what's her name?
Silk
Spectre.
Spectre.
And wow, that's awesome.
But
That's fantastic.
you said Snyder wanted to cast
Wait
her,
a
right?
second. Wait a second. No. Was she Silk Spectre or was she Sally Jupiter? Hold on. I gotta fact check myself, gentlemen. Talk amongst yourselves.
But
Fact checkception.
I like, you know what? I think this is a rare thing for me because like everybody out there knows my thoughts about the Snyder Cut, you know, and the Snyder period as a director and in the movies. I'm not a big fan of them, right? So, but him trying to bring in this idea that they were married, and it seems probably even before Tom King did it, you know, like proposed this idea in the comic books, because I am a big fan of that. I love the idea of Batman and Catwoman, you know, falling in love, developing a relationship, and like getting married and all that kind of shit. I'm a big fan of it. And so if Snyder's doing it, and if he thought about it before, like even Tom King was writing it, I am more like, okay, Snyder, all right. Okay, I want to see you do your vision now. I want to see you do your vision unencumbered.
What we gotta wonder about it is on some crazy legal battle shit with like mad one-upsmanship. Did Bruce have a prenup, or did she make like Jeff Bezos' wife?
Bro.
Or was it like the biggest heist?
Exactly.
Oh.
Hey, that's what I mean by one-upsmanship.
Cold-blooded.
I want to read that, like just a book between Bruce and Selena. No Batman, no Catwoman, just going through the divorce.
Yo, but bro, come on, bro, Batman. Dude, Batman has plans on how to defeat the Justice League. Yo, Batman plans. He got a prenup, dude. He like thought it through just in case. Like he's a planner.
True that.
But as per history, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, bro.
Oh, no doubt.
And I really liked quick callback to Dark Knight Rises, the first confrontation between Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne, where she steals the pearls.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that scene was so well done. Like I loved every second of it. That chemistry and how she like just basically defeats him. He's all decrepit at this point.
Yeah, that was I have like you know mixed feelings to some point, but a little bit for you know Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. I would have liked to have seen her more, right? Like just give her more room to shine. I think she would have been cool. But I think that's a cool idea that Carla Gugino, which so she was who in Watchmen?
She's credited as both characters on Wikipedia. You know, we only go to the best sources here at the LoZ.
Oh, because maybe she was like the mom of Silk Spectre. Because remember the mom, the mom, and then
she is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then she was. Yeah.
So she played. I guess I don't know. At one point, she takes the
mantle. Yeah.
Name Silk Spectre 1.
Wait. So she's the one that gets raped by the comedian.
Yeah.
Attempted.
Right.
Wait, but isn't the comedian her father?
Yeah, right.
Because they had a relationship post that scene. And that's when the dude. What's his face? The guy with the rope around his neck.
Dollar Bill.
What? What? No, that's not. What is the guy?
But for the record,
the Hood or something like that? Yeah. No, or
one of the Minutemen was named Dollar Bill. I didn't just make that up.
Really?
Yeah, one of the Minutemen was named Dollar Bill.
I'm actually I gotta look that Hooded Justice. That's
Hooded
the guy.
Justice, who then Damon Lindelof went back and reweaved his tail.
Hell yeah!
Elegantly.
I'm looking. What was the name? What was like the dollar bill? What? Oh, I think you might be right actually.
Yeah,
I'm making fun of you. Like, yeah, dollar bill. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
They had some weird names, but yeah.
Yeah, so a cheesy comedian attacks Sally Jupiter. The Hooded Justice gets in the way, and that's when he's like, "Oh, you must like it rough," or he says something like that after the Hooded Justice beats him up.
And
Is this what gets you off?
and just of course, shout out to Dean Morgan, man.
Word.
Whew.
Thomas Twain, Flashpoint.
One of the most epic dudes. The father of the Winchester dudes from Supernatural, also, and then playing Negan on The Walking Dead. Awesome dude. Good lord, man, that guy's awesome. And guys, on the heels of the PS5 release, one of us couldn't wait and play it in the best graphics possible. Talking about that America life and instant gratification.
Hell
Miguel's already playing the new Spider-Man game.
I'm fucking playing right now as we're recording. I'm like half in the episode, half playing. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? Yeah, no, hell yes, because I actually didn't even know that the Miles Morales game was going to come out for PS4 too. And so I was like, you know what? Like, because honestly, I was going to buy the PS5, but actually we have documentation in this episode, in this show. I don't remember what episode. Chess, you talked me out of buying the PS5 once it came out because you said, right, the wait to get the bugs cleared out. So then I'm like, fuck, all right, that's probably the right thing to do. But then when I saw it's coming out on PS4, like, God, fuck it. It's still good graphics. It'll still be a good game. Like, I don't think the graphics are going to make it that much better of a game. And so, fuck it. I bought it today, downloaded it, and already I played it right before we started recording, went through the first part of the game, and I love the game. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just fantastic. It's great. It's the play. Yeah, I just love it. I first thoughts, questions. Are you guys buying it for PS4? What are you doing?
I'm gonna stoically wait for the PS5 because you never go first batch, and then I'm gonna wait to get that game on sale.
Well, wait, are you gonna get the Ultimate Edition on sale, or are you gonna get the Reggie version on sale?
Nope. I'm gonna get the Ultimate Edition with all the DLCs on sale.
Damn, so you're playing it like next Christmas. No, that's stoic.
I'm basically
Definitely
like the
stoic.
Warren Buffett of video games.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Like I'm so frugal that I'm technically getting paid to play.
What about you, Rod?
I understood it. I understood that. Well, I still have the Avengers to play. Like, so I still got to dive into that game because, like, we all discussed off air, we all dropped $60 in this post-COVID world. $60 is money, man.
Facts, man.
You should enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I'm going to jump into that one first, although I do love Miles Morales. I think he's the biggest rising star in Marvel Comics, like as a fictional character.
Facts.
And like, I can't wait to see him in the movies, like live action.
Facts, yeah, and I agree. I kind of thought that too, but honestly, I felt especially because it's COVID times, right? I felt, why am I gonna add more suffering to myself, right? Because I'll give the Avengers game another fucking try. I haven't been in, like the last times I played it, I haven't enjoyed. I got into a fucking glitch when you're like pretending to be Iron Man in the virtual world as Kamala, and I couldn't get out. Like, it was annoying because it was a glitch. Hated it. So then I'm like, why am I going to keep suffering when this amazing game that scratches just the fucking right itch? And I regret nothing. The game is really fucking good. I just played the beginning, the very beginning, the first kind of battle you have to do. Because I remember, right, like for Spider-Man, right, the Insomniac first one, right, it's against like Kingpin, right? That's the whole first thing when that's the intro game, and he eventually defeats Kingpin. And I'm not gonna give any spoilers. You all play the game. It's a fun first battle that you have, and it's just so fucking cool. And actually, and also, at the beginning they do showcase Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and then with his new face, right? And at first I was like, what the fuck, like, what is this? That's not my Spidey. But then when I'm seeing him a little bit more and talking with Miles, I'm like, okay, all right. I think I can look past the new casting.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to address the fact that suffering builds character. And on the heels of that epic poetic statement, I'm going to power through the shittiness that is Avengers and wait to cop Spider-Man. So not only am I taking on the labor of playing Avengers, but I'm also delaying gratification and waiting to play Spider-Man. And hopefully hopefully we have some input on what it's like to play co-op. Because I
Yo.
have the weird feeling that even though the game sucks, when we all play as the Avengers together, it's gonna be like we're making Captain Planet and we're the Planeteers or some shit. Deep cut.
Or the Power Rangers making the big ass robot. Right? Didn't they make a big robot?
Yeah.
They
Okay,
made
okay,
multiple
I thought I was
big
bugging.
robots.
I don't remember what it was.
Voltron.
No, it's in Voltron. Voltron's another thing.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
so-
but they just bit off of Voltron for their character.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Megazord.
Damn, Chess is un trabajador. He's like putting in the labor.
I'm doing it for the fans. Listen, man.
You're the gamer this world needs.
Facts. Facts. I have to sit on my ass and suffer for the fans. Just inform. Then on top of that, we got to convince Rod to keep playing the game so we can get to some co-op.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'll try eventually.
Spider-Man should be coming out soon on Avengers. Maybe that'll like wet.
Oh,
our palates.
word. Yeah, for exa-
100%.
yeah, you see, like, and that's another thing that, like, dude, the DLCs for this game, even if the game continues to suck, it's kind of like it's having Ultimate Alliance on a new level. We get to play it from our homes with better characters and better handling, even though the gameplay kind of still sucks. But you know what I mean?
don't know. I feel like I would much rather play the actual Ultimate Alliance online.
Yo,
you
same,
guys.
dude. Yeah, I would even rather play Ultimate Alliance 3. Like, what do you mean better characters? Dude? Like, actually, last time we talked about this, I actually went back and started playing it again by myself because, like, Rod said you loved it playing it by yourself.
Played
And
it
I'm like,
twice.
yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I've been playing as Daredevil, as fucking, I think I was right now passing that part. Like, that's so dope. And played as Miles Morales already there, too. Like, come on.
Right.
Well, I mean, and unfortunately, I want to refer fans to our Insta page where we recently made a post regarding Thanos, who is currently in possession of Rod's Switch. So it's not like we can play. We're currently being permitted by a cosmic evil.
No. That's Thanos' Switch. I was
Okay.
just borrowing it. And then
Ah,
Thanos
okay.
took back what was his.
Wait, are you Thanos then? Was he Steve Rogers and you took the gems and
I
shit? Like,
just took somebody else's Switch to play on it. That's all.
Damn,
And they took it back.
damn. Wait. So if anything, that's more Thanos-like. So in this
Word.
analogy, you're Thanos.
I'm inevitable.
Anyway, yes, play Miles Morales. It's a great game. I can't wait to play more.
And one thing about that game, like, the suits are so quiet. Yo, I saw that animated one in action. That shit blew my mind. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And a big thing, like, you guys know, but I don't know, but the fans out there might not know, but I'm a crazy cat lady. I love my fucking cats.
Yeah,
and when they, oh my God, and when they show that there's this suit where freaking Miles has a bodega cat in his backpack, right? So for those of you listening outside of New York City, we have bodegas here, right? So like in every corner, not every corner, but almost every other corner, little shops where you can just buy anything you want. It is a very typical thing in New York City. You have a bodega cat, which is a cat that just lives there, and because it helps to keep the rats and the mice away. So this is a very unique New York thing, and I love cats. I love New York. I live in New York. I can't wait to do that. I'm not gonna wait, dude. I'm not gonna wait. Fuck Avengers.
I'm actually against this whole cat thing. I know like Atrocitus, like of the Red Lantern Corps, like his best general is a cat.
yeah, it is. That's the fucking
like a
spits
thing now.
blood. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, that just goes to show you everything you need to know about cats. Like, Superman has Crypto. What do the Red Lantern Corps have as one of their top generals? A fucking cat.
Deathstar.
That
They
seems
know
about
what's
right.
up. They know what's up, dude.
Yeah, the cats are fucking homicidal, angry maniacs.
Nothing wrong with that.
Fair enough. I respect that. And a holiday is upon us, or should I say, more of a day of mourning. At this time, 3 years ago today, we were all getting goosebumps as we bought the tickets to watch the Justice League movie, and then we were treated to watch something that was, I would say, second to the Kennedy assassination. Because
Damn.
Because it was actually So I put it's the
I
Kennedy
love that.
assassination.
I love
and
that this. I love that this episode we're just shitting on historical moments, right? We're like, yeah, all right, you know, the release of Snyder Cut hashtag, you know, it's
I said
bigger than
second
Me
only.
Too. You
I
know?
said second only too.
The Kennedy
No,
assassination.
actually, you know what? Third, because you know I put like MLK on top, then Kennedy assassination, then Justice League, which the hit job
All right, keep going.
by Joss Whedon, and that's some shit. And on the heels of that, we have some discussions in mind just to make us feel a little bit better, you know, kind of just having some fond memories before we witness that essentially, for lack of a better term, that massacre.
You're right. You're right. It is the 3-year anniversary. Technically, it didn't come out today. Well, actually, it might be today for people who are listening when the day it comes out. You know, but it was November 15th, 2017.
Ah, there you go.
When Justice League came out. Remind me, did we watch this together, guys? Or
I'm pretty sure the American release date was November 17th. And I remember that because that was my birthday, and we all did go
yes.
out, and we threw a lovely photo at the Magic Johnson AMC in Harlem. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. So I didn't know what I was quite ready for because I had seen a BVS. I had seen that twice in the movies, and then I saw the Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray afterward. But then once the whole drama, you know, happened with Zack Snyder and his family, I saw that there was like a lot of things going on with production. I'm like, man, this could be a mess. But I feel like there should be enough Zack Snyder still in the film so that that doesn't completely suck. But apparently it was a massive overhaul. But you know, still. And the date is also important because on November 17th of 2019 was when Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and I believe Jason Momoa jumped on the hashtag release the Snyder Cut wave. And they just added that power, especially the Jason Momoa IG, where he's like throwing an axe and drinking beer. And he's like, Snyder Cut, man. You know that one?
Release the Snyder Cut, baby.
Yeah, that one. I got goosebumps with that. So, you know, that being said, I think we should dive in to the Justice League, gentlemen. Let's talk Justice League.
Yes. I do just want to comment right now that I love that you remember the date so much. And that obviously it helps that it was your birthday. So shout out, right? I think preemptive happy birthday to Rod. He's a few days away. This old motherfucker.
100 years old.
You're basically a sage at this point.
Exactly. And I remember there was a good comment. I think it's good to reminisce in terms of like, right, because this is the anniversary, right? And we all saw it together. And I remember not hating it, right? Like I didn't come out immediately disgusted from the film. I felt like, all right, I was disappointed. Yes, I was let down. But I remember thinking, and then especially I think seeing the news and come out about how terrible the movie was and how much people talked shit about it. I felt like, well, like not that bad, was it? Like I think I've seen worse, right? Like Josh Trank's Fantastic Four, you know, like that was trash, like, you know. But I don't know. What do you guys remember? What was your reaction after seeing the Justice League?
Well, I mean, I had a few things in mind. So I remember feeling grateful that like, hey, we got it. It's here. I saw it. That was awesome. You know what I mean? Like I did feel that feeling because we got to see so much shit happen at the same time. Then at the same time, I was like, wow, that could have been way better. That could have been way better than it was, even though I was happy to see it. And I was shocked by the shittiness of the whole like mustache gate. That was so stupid considering we have companies like Pixar that would have fucking fixed that. But then at the same time, it was like, it bothers me. So there was something so off, like something on a primal level. So human nature would dictate that working for a company for so long, and if I'm not mistaken, Joss Whedon has been working for Disney and Marvel for a few years now at this point, right? Before he undertook Justice League, correct?
I think so, yeah. Because he already done both Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron by that
exactly.
Point, you know?
So he's made millions with an M, multiple, many zeros. Been paid by this company, been under the same banner with these people, attended office parties, family functions, yada, 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 because it was all pre-COVID. There is no way, and once again, human nature dictates on a psychological level, that you wouldn't have any sense of loyalty to this company and these people Why the fuck would it make sense for anyone to bring the one of the directors from that company to direct a movie for one of the biggest adversaries in the same market area and think that would be pulled off in a neutral manner? Like, he would try to make Justice League as good as the Avengers. That absolutely makes zero sense. And to anyone who makes sense, you're an idiot.
Jesus.
I feel
Oh,
like
whoa.
Okay.
it's
Relax.
insane.
All right,
It's
take a
insane.
second. Take a
I mean,
second,
I
breathe.
understand. Like, I'm not even mad at Joss Whedon. He probably made a boatload of cash to finish a film, and he's already blessed us with a whole bunch of stuff, like we've talked about. So he was just collecting that paycheck. Whether or not he had love and loyalty to the characters at DC, well, I don't know. Maybe not. But as I watched the movie, I've rarely wanted to walk out of a movie, right? I've never done it. I'm like, I paid the money, I'm gonna sit here until it's over. But that scene where Clark, picks up Bruce and he's like, tell me now, who bleeds, or some bullshit. Like, basically they put a line to shit on the unbelievably epic scene in BVS that to this day I could just watch that one scene over and over again. It's beautiful. And then obviously Clark discards Bruce. He throws him to the ground. Bruce Wayne's suit is all baggy and it looks like it's daylight out. He looks stupid. He's on the ground. He's like, I'm bleeding. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember looking at our boy Brand. I'm like, yo, did they just do this?
And let's not
Good
forget
job.
the fact that Bruce Wayne served himself a triple scotch.
I like that you mention that every time we talk about that.
Every damn time.
Because it's so stupid. Like, it upsets me.
Bro, if you have Gal Gadot in your room and you got the bottle, what you gonna do?
And then remember, this Batman's gone through shit. Apparently not just losing a Robin, he also went through a divorce, lost half his millions to Selena Kyle in the most epic heist. Yo, let that boy drink his sorrows away.
Nah, dude, that was like, and once again, if I'm not mistaken, Zack Snyder admitted that he wasn't the one that picked Joss Whedon, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, no, dude, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like,
But I don't think Zack Snyder said that. Maybe he did, but I remember specifically seeing that Ray Fisher had pointed that out. That he was told by executives to say at conventions that Joss was handpicked by Zack.
Right. We don't know yet what Snyder I don't think we've heard from him directly saying, fuck that guy. I never wanted him. Who knows, right?
He's never even seen the movie.
And it makes sense. You got to think about the trauma he was going through, right? He had just lost his daughter, right? And so I can tell that he's probably you guys pick where you want. I'm going to deal with this now. But actually speaking about that whole thing about, right, I honestly don't, I wouldn't think that that Whedon was doing the Justice League movie from then. Now it is. I know I'm a believer. Hit job. Hashtag hit job. I believe it. But back in that day, I didn't really think about it originally because I'm like, cool, good for him. I'm like, he's working, getting the money, where he does. Because you would think about it the same way now. Do you think James Gunn is going to be a hit job for the Suicide Squad? I don't think so. He's done.
Sounds kind of cool though. James Gunn, hit job, Suicide Squad.
very
Watch
true. That does sound awesome. But there's a difference though. James Gunn was basically skinned alive by DC. By Disney and Marvel. Joss Whedon was very different. Very different. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all.
All right.
And mini news. I think he started pre or actual production on Peacemaker, the HBO Max show with John Cena.
Yes.
Looking forward to that.
That is going to be so epic. That is going to be so awesome, man.
Yeah, but yeah, so the memories, right, of like watching the Justice League, it's a little bit mixed. And I do think it's one of those things that it gets worse over time, right? Because in I think because obviously in the moment, right, you're already because like we paid the money, we're there, we're at our fucking Magic Johnson, right, AMC in Harlem, shout out again, you know, and it's like you try to make the best of it, right? You know, and because obviously there's still cool things, right? It's always cool to see this is the first time we're seeing all of them together, right? It's easy to lie to yourself in the moments like when those horrible scenes happen, right? Like the one that Rod just mentioned that you're like, all right, maybe let's ignore this. But then, yeah, it does not age well at all.
The only redeeming quality, I think, was that they left you with a decent scene with Deathstroke and Lex Luthor. So even though that scene was maybe a little cheesy from one perspective, but it was still like better than what we just saw, you know?
Totally.
And
Yeah.
now, one thing that I think we should do for the fans that I think we owe it to them. So every time we mention the Justice League, we talk about them within the context of Snyder and Whedon and so on and so forth. But before there was the Justice League, there was actually the Justice League of America, which is actually the actual name for the Justice League, as per canon, the Bible, comic books, and also in the cartoons. So
Wait,
some of the fans, go ahead.
I don't think so, right? They weren't of America in the cartoon. It was just Justice League, right? You were talking about the most recent cartoon.
No, but I meant like in general, like in the comic books, they were the JLA.
Like
Like the Justice League of
historically, right?
America.
I think historically in the comic books, it started as JLA. I
Yeah,
actually
Damn, I don't know.
we gotta
yeah,
double check
yeah.
that.
I mean, I know that the relaunch with Jeff Johns and Jim Lee was Justice League.
Oh yeah, but that's now. But before that, there was a long-standing run. You know, like when Superman had like the long hair. They were the JLA. They were the Justice League of
They've
America.
gone back and forth. There's also
Yeah.
Justice League International.
And Justice League Europe and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But some of the most epic shit, at least in my opinion, happened when they were under the banner of the JLA.
Actually, just quick fact check. That is correct. That is actually correct. So, because obviously, because the thing is, because apparently, because the Justice League, the idea of the Justice League came as a reimagining of the Justice Society of America, right, from the Golden Age books, right, and apparently, they first appeared as the Justice League of America in the Brave and the Bold number 28, March 1960. Shout out Wikipedia.
Nice.
Booyah! Good shit. So just so the fans get a little bit of a better understanding about the group, let's talk about some other things outside of the Snyder, Whedon, hit job, HBO Max context. And one of the first questions I have for you guys, what's your favorite iteration of the Justice League, if you have one?
Okay, I'll take first stab. I'm gonna go in the context of storylines or comic book runs, right?
Yeah.
So two stand out to me. The first is Grant Morrison's 1990s run on the book. And if I'm not mistaken, like I'm sure like a hardcore Batman fan might disprove this point, but I think that Grant Morrison established the Batman has a contingency for all the contingencies. I think he's the one that kind of brought that out of the character, because when he relaunched the Justice League book back in the 90s, you know, with the Big Seven, the popular people, they're all gods, and we know this.
Yeah,
So I think Grant wrote Batman in such a way that he can stand up with gods. And in the first storyline of his book, also shout out to the artist, last name Porter, one of my favorite growing up. In the first arc, there's like a white Martian invasion of Earth, and these white Martians are posing as like a benevolent, omnipotent team of some kind. They defeat the Justice League. You know, the people don't know that they're actually white Martians. The last man standing, obviously, is Batman, and then he brings the team back to defeat like these guys. Whatever, cool story. Check it out. That one, because of the Batman principle. Number two, I'm gonna go with Brad Metzler and Rags Morales Identity Crisis.
Oh my god,
Oh.
dude! You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just
Bravo.
about to say that. That's still
Yes.
gonna be my answer too. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, for sure. This was one of the books that made me the rabid DC fan that I am today. It came out, I think, in 2006, 2004, 2005, around that time. This book was, and you could tell that Brad Metzler, he came from like a novel writing background. I know that he's a major fan of Watchmen without even having to hear him say it, because the way he paced the book and like, you know, the concepts that he included in it. There's even, like we just mentioned earlier, like the comedian Sally Jupiter, you know, graphic controversial scene was kind of redone in a way in Identity Crisis, right? And it kind of splits the team apart. It gets really deep for the fans. That's probably like a top 5 essential DC Comics read. And the reason why I picked that story as well is just because of the humanity that he brought to these gods. And like just the emotion in that book was just, you know, palpable. So those are my 2 picks, gentlemen.
Damn.
Yeah. I actually, well, I have 2. One would be the Justice League from the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, just because there were so many characters and they had the Watchtower, and like just like on a really kid level, it was just awesome to see so many people on the show at the same time. But on a more intellectual level, on a more emotional level, I would say it would definitely be Brad Meltzer's version of the Justice League with Identity Crisis, because dude, that story arc might be, in my opinion, arguably in the top 5 story arcs in comicdom of all time.
I do want us to, I agree. For me, Identity Crisis is one of the fucking best stories I've ever read. Can one of you guys let's give a brief what's Identity Crisis about?
Okay.
Like people listening, they might not know what's it about. And maybe, I guess for this, let's try to avoid spoilers, maybe, right? For this one.
Why damn it. That's gonna be tough because it's
fuck it.
Okay, fuck it. We're doing it live. All right. So yeah, not live, because even though it's not live, but you guys will get this episode pretty soon, because we recorded this on Friday night. So when you get this on Sunday, look at how fresh we are, guys, with the news. We're on it, people.
Yeah. So then we'll add a spoiler alert right about here.
Spoiler alert!
Boom. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to take the charge, or we could just chime in as we go. So essentially, I mean, Rod, I don't know if you want to go for it. Or...
Rod, do it.
No, I'm going to throw a couple of just like tidbits about the story. You know, buying the book off the shelf, that it's meant to be an emotionally charged story, given the artwork. The original cover was drawn by Michael Turner.
Yeah, shout out to Michael Turner, my favorite artist aside from Humberto Ramos. But yeah, shout out to Michael Turner, striking covers.
I remember, like, you know, like Batman's like shedding a tear and there's like a grave. And I remember being in the comic book store and like these like dudes just poking fun at it, like, oh, Superman sad, you know, whatever, just like shitting on it. Anyway, I bought
those dudes are in jail now.
So basically, this is like the Justice League Black Files. Like, this is like their dirt, essentially, right? Their dirt kind of gets revealed because of a villain who manages to break into the JLA headquarters, right? The satellite headquarters. And this villain is Dr. Light. For the fans out there, whenever I see this villain in like the Teen Titans cartoon, I'm always like, oh shit, yo, this character like
watch
has
out.
some baggage on him. All right, so this guy breaks into the satellite. There, you know, the Justice League, they're off on an epic adventure. There he finds Sue Dibney. Now, who is Sue Dibney? She is the wife of Ralph Dibney, aka the Elongated Man, who fans of the CW Flashverse got a good taste of a live action version.
That's right, until he fucked up. Then
so he got called out.
But yes, that was great.
So he breaks in, you know, he finds her there. Chaz, I'll let you take it from here.
And so this is where it gets a little bit of intense. So there seems to be this preconceived notion from a lot of people that comic books are for kids, but I wouldn't advise you let a kid read this story because upon Dr. Light's breaking into
Nah,
the
let him
satellite,
get woke.
I mean,
Ooh.
it's okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Suffering Bill's character. Uh, so upon coming into Sudibni in the tower, he proceeds to basically attack a Saucer and Reaper, which like this is like you get some intense violence, you know, like monsters versus superheroes, which people can handle. But the intensity of, you know, like man and woman assault and invading someone's privacy to that extent is something that you don't really see too often, especially because it's so relatable on like a very visceral level. Yeah, oddly enough, there's people, you know, who like Lex Luthor try to take over the world, but this is considered true evil. You know what I mean? Like this is like a whole new depth of like depravity that was displayed in comics and by Dr. Light.
Right, and I made a quick side note. I think it's implied in the story that he has suffered some kind of brain trauma from like getting beat on by the Teen Titans throughout the years. Like this is implied that okay, he's a scumbag, but you know, he's just been like a punching bag for teenagers for like a few years or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Word.
So after he assaults and rapes Sudibni, he eventually does get discovered by the rest of the league. And then this is the part of the story that gets hidden until deeper down the line, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been years since I read it. They proceed to alter his personality and technically give him a lobotomy via Zatanna's magic. Correct so far?
Right, and it was specific league members that found him. And
Yeah,
then they voted, like, what do we do with him? Look what he just did. And while they're, you know, they're in arbitration, he's creating like a like hologram of the act. Like I'm like, damn, this is some sick shit.
Yeah, super fucked up. Exactly, and it is. I don't remember exactly. It's a specific group, right, of people who were there. I don't remember exactly all of them, but I remember specifically Green Arrow was one of them.
Yeah, Hawkman, Green Arrow,
Hawkman, yeah.
Zatanna, like Ches mentioned.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think even the big man himself, no?
Who?
No, Superman?
Superman
Nah,
wasn't there for that?
Nah, bro.
The heavy hitters weren't there.
Nah, dude, none of them.
But
Wait, but that's the thing. But,
okay.
wait,
I'll let you
yeah,
take it.
isn't it discovered down the
Oh,
road
yeah.
that they've been part of the process throughout, though, at different points in times?
No, what?
No, because one of the
Mhm.
biggest plot points,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Who discovers them?
Batman.
Yeah, our guy.
Yeah.
He discovers them, and then guess what? I think we got to mind wipe this guy too, because I think it became a pattern among them that when a villain would like cross that line to a certain point, Zatanna had like after lobotomizing Dr. Light, I think she had done it a few more times. And when Batman finds them, doing that mind altering thing, he gets caught up in it.
Exactly. That's the biggest fucking twist, that they fucking mind wipe Batman. You do not do fucking that.
And yeah, so this being one of the craziest stories of all time, because in my opinion, this is one of the times when the line between the Justice League and the Watchmen, or should I say the Minutemen, was razor thin. There was it was razor thin when it came to like the intergroup ethics and things like that. Like there was no honor. There was like it was total betrayal. Like it was total disruption, and there was a total lack of justice. They thought they were gods, and it also showed where Batman lies on the hero spectrum. He's one of the few that actually is that.
Word. And I think
Okay, now quick point about the story. It actually opens as a murder mystery. So so the book is actually a whodunit. And then that investigation leads to the revelations about the mind wipes.
Right, and because the other that's perfect. Is that what I was gonna say about that? Exactly, it starts like it's a whodunit, right? Because like it starts straight up from the beginning, right? The Sudibni's been fucking murdered, right? Which it's a big deal because everybody's like, how they, like how is the secret out? Like what's going on? And then the biggest thing that ends up making it more complicated, right, is the whole thing with Jane Loring, which is Adam's ex-wife, right? Who was found like she was about to die, like she was dying. I think she was hanging or something.
Yeah,
like,
she was next on the hit list.
Exactly. And then you know, they're like, oh fuck, another one of our partners was what was targeted for a hit like that. And so which like leads to all this fucking like what's going on, right? But obviously there's a big twist at the end regarding, you know, Gene Loring and that kind of stuff, which do we want to give that spoiler out away too, or
I mean,
I think I'll let the fans, like whoever that's listened to this point that hasn't read it yet, I think it's worth checking out. And also,
I agree.
like Lois Lane gets like a, you know, like a threat. So like it
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
deep. It goes like real deep. Solid story.
and if I'm not mistaken, I think it happened during this arc, but I think this is kind of the moment that cemented this for me. Doesn't Deathstroke fight the whole Justice League?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
This storyline has a lot of great moments. I was going to talk about another great moment, but thank you for bringing that up, because that scene where he takes down like I don't know, 5 leaguers
Jesus.
in a Batman fashion, really like it made him the other side's Batman, and I think he
Facts.
kind of still is to some degree. But for that time
Facts.
period, you know, that era in the books, like I became a fan of that character.
Shout out to Slade. Slade is a god.
Exactly. So I do think I think honestly, I think we're all in agreement. I think that could be the best Justice League fucking story out there. I highly, because it's one of those things exactly where you don't expect it. Even those of you who haven't read it and like, you know, heard some of our spoils, you know, and the synopsis, you're still gonna fucking enjoy it, you know, because there's so much fucking shit going on. The art's amazing. I think the artist is Rag Morales, and it's just a great story, and you would still enjoy it. Like I would want to read it again, just because I'm sure there's a lot of little nuances that I might have lost the first time around.
And you know what? I straight up retract my vote. Fuck that.
Oh,
Wait, you another vote for an epic Justice League story? Because I got one too.
Yup. And a favorite iteration of the Justice League. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. My favorite iteration of the Justice League is the one from Smallville.
Ooh.
nah. All right, we're done. All right, good night, everybody.
I remember being hyped about that. That was pretty cool.
Facts, man. Come on, dude. That shit was like akin to when we used to run from school for like Dragon Ball Z, dude. Don't act like your heart didn't race when you knew that the Justice League was going to appear on the WB, not the CW, right? It was the WB. Facts, when you had the Cyborg, the Aquaman, Superman, the Flash. Come on, dude. Like
Green Arrow.
Right.
Which that Green Arrow was the shit.
Who also played Aquaman in a pilot I've never seen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? I vote. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm throwing a wrench into this machine. My favorite iteration of the Justice League is the one from Smallville. I don't care.
All right, I got a third pick. My third pick is Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War.
Ooh.
Because, like, okay, first of all, you get
Like, wait. The movie we're talking about, the animated movie?
Talking about the movie.
Yo, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna go play Miles Morales Spider-Man. I'm out.
That's right.
Come on.
Guys, this movie is a gem.
Facts.
Because it has action. It has emotion. Everything. It's
I concur.
Epic. It's like there's like a Japanese anime flair at the end with like a dark demon Superman versus what's a Trigon or something. I don't know. A lot of epic shit happens. Right? No. He's fighting.
No, hold on. Wait.
Trigon fights the dark side.
Wait. Let's clarify this. So you have Dark Side go all out versus Superman possessed by Trigon. What?
Too epic.
Right.
They just threw spaghetti at the wall and saw what stuck, and I'm happy they did.
Exactly.
That's great. That's that's the next level of like Superman versus the Hulk from Marvel versus DC, because I consider the Hulk to be stronger than Doomsday, to be perfectly honest. But like I think that's like the pinnacle of power. Like Superman possessed by Trigon and fighting Darkseid. That's insane. That is insane. But yeah,
I'll definitely pick that in my top 3. That movie had it all, and like we mentioned before, it had John Constantine as one of the main characters, and it had like Zatanna in it. She plays an epic part in the story. For sure, fans of the Justice League should watch that movie. It's probably the best movie in that entire DC animated universe run.
Shut up! No, it's not. Come
It's
on.
a gem.
We reviewed this in a previous episode. I don't remember which one, but we did. Everybody listen back. I didn't like it, but all right. It was entertaining. I will say that.
or
Right, wait, guys, let me throw this little question at you. Joss's Avengers versus Joss's Justice League. Go.
what? What?
Damn. All right. So the same man, same creative force against himself. Right? Joss
He's a
Whedon.
creative force, low key.
Yeah. No. Come on. We gotta give him credit when credit's
High
due.
key.
We'll reserve. We'll hold off on final judgment once we know everything that's happening. Right. But we stand with Ray Fisher. Fuck Joss Whedon. But he's done good work. Like he's done some good fucking shit. Sadly, Justice League was not one of his good works, man. Avengers all the way. All the fucking way. Even Avengers Age of Ultron, which wasn't my favorite Avengers movie, is better than Justice League.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a no-brainer, but if those teams fought each other, that's what I was going for.
Oh, battling.
Yep.
But what do you mean? What do you mean? Like if they actually fought?
Yep.
Okay, wait. But before that,
This is a timeless debate. Now we have two versions by the same guy.
but before I get into that, I want to just ascend for a second, and I want to defer to Eastern philosophy and religion, and say that if you really think about it, Joss Whedon making the Avengers and then Justice League is truly the epitome of yin and yang, where within one man you have the best and worst that one can be.
I like that.
I don't know if yin and yang really stands for the best and worst, but
It's balanced.
It's-
It's the light and the dark. It's the best versus the absolute shit.
that is. I will give you that. I will give you that. Okay, sure. So a little yin and yang, I guess. I get it. So, but like we still didn't have an answer, right? Like the fighting. We have these two teams against each other. What would fucking happen? And it's actually a good it's actually not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But I think my gut says it would go with the Avengers because they're not as dumb as the way Whedon made the Justice League be, right? Like if the only one I would be worried about in the Justice League would really be Superman because he does come, he's clutch in the end, right? Like, but other than that, in like Wonder Woman probably. But I feel like everybody else is like pretty unidimensional and just like, and then we got like, and then not at their best, right? Like Rod just described as one of these horrible scenes with Batman. So we know Batman's not a threat.
Black Widow takes out Batman, unfortunately.
Fácil, of course, yeah, exactly. And I feel like Iron Man and Hulk, and Bruce Banner, hopefully, like they can probably figure out a plan. And like Steve Rogers,
Just disagree.
Chess, like for you guys not watching this, Chess is just nodding it, like shaking his head aggressively throughout all this time. A ver, Chess, ¿qué pasa?
All right, so remember that whole thing where it's like, what is it? How does the old adage go? So it's like in Marvel, you have humans pretending to be gods, but in DC, you have gods pretending to be humans.
Yeah,
Right.
but paraphrasing Kill Bill.
Yeah,
Volume 2.
Yeah, deep cut.
Shout out to James Carradine.
Yeah, that's a saying. Yeah, that's a saying for a reason because you have gods on the Justice League. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, aside from Wonder Woman being a direct, like having a direct link to the gods, both, like on the Greek and Roman aspect, but that's a whole thing. But dude, they have the Flash. Even though you have Black Widow taking out Batman, Batman can coordinate better than Captain America and Wonder Woman. I mean, better than Captain America and Black Widow combined. Like, he's smarter than like, you know what I mean? And he'll have contingency plans. Yeah. So
now remember, this is specifically Whedon's Batman, right?
yeah, and
Specifically.
he's experienced. He's experienced. Yeah, on a physical level, he might get taken
Bro, he
down.
drank a triple scotch, like you just said. He's probably gonna be drunk during this fight.
But fine, yeah. You know what? No, all right, because here's the thing. All right, so that was me just trying to make the case because honestly, I wasn't the side of the Justice League until Miguel brought up one very important aspect. For some reason, the Avengers are very organized. Like, they're very organized, and when it comes to that level of power,
Oh
and
my
you have
God.
you have the advantage of organization. That should have win.
Yo, and even just with that, because exact great point. Because the thing we have to focus on, right, is that it's the characters from the movies, right? Like, ignore all the knowledge we have about the characters, even from past movies, right? These specific movies. Yeah, even with that in mind, I'm pitting them against the Avengers from the first movie. Yo, when they barely fucking figure it out together as a team, you know, because the Age of Ultron Avengers, they were a fucking fine-oiled machine, you know,
And even
right?
And like, even in the first one, they still got it down right.
No,
because
exactly. That's
Cap
what I
is so
mean.
on point.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I mean. So all the more, and then Thor and Hulk fucking being badasses, immediately figuring things out together. No, come on. They it wouldn't be an immediately easy fight, but they would win at the end with no casualties. Probably.
All right.
I'd be worried about. I'd be worried about Hawkeye a little bit. That's
How about this? How about we break it down like this? I'm gonna throw out the matchup, and then we vote on the victor. All right. So
do it.
Superman, Hulk, Chess.
Superman.
Shit. Superman, Hulk. Yeah, I gotta center myself in like Henry Cavill, you know, Whedon version Henry Cavill versus Hulk. Nah, Hulk. I go to Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo. He would just be he'd be from what I've seen in the movie. Well, because because it's also, we can't use like the Man of Steel Superman in our head, right? Because he's a little different from Joss Whedon's Superman. He's a little bit more restrained, a little bit like he just came back from, you know, from death, pretty much. You know, he's a little, and Hulk is fucking pure rage, unencumbered. You know, like he would eventually take Superman down.
Yeah, but I think that Cavill's Superman is literally the most powerful iteration of Superman we've seen in live action. Like, I put Cavill's Superman akin with the Kingdom Come Superman, if people know who that is. Look up Kingdom Come.
But did you see that Superman in Whedon's in Justice League? I don't think we did.
Yeah.
All right, Rod.
All right. I'm the tiebreaker. I'm saying a draw.
Oh,
and they're both taken off the map. Now,
I like it.
Like, it's tough for me to pick, but the thing is that if Superman wins that fight, the whole rest of the fight is done, right? Nothing else happens unless, you know, Thor and Iron Man could possibly make him chill, but I don't know. So yeah, double KO. Both of them are off the map. Cyborg, Iron Man, go.
Ooh, wait. Remember, that'll be the first time Iron Man is encountering like that apocalypse tech, bro. That's new God technology.
No brainer. This is Joss Whedon. It's gonna be Iron Man because he's not gonna let a black man win against a white millionaire. Because we know how Joss Whedon does, man. No, fuck that guy, man. Like, you know. That's how it is. He's gonna figure it out. Come on, a fucking capitalist white man. He's gonna win. Come on.
Damn, you got Mother Box versus whatever that fucking Stark. What is that shit called on his?
The arc reactor.
The arc reactor, man. That's a cool ass story concept right there for DC and Marvel. Come on, take notes.
He has the Mother Box here. He has the Mother Box, but you know, RDJ has white privilege.
Yeah, I'm playing favorites here. I'm picking Iron Man because Iron Man is the Superman of the Marvel universe.
Oh,
he's a legend. Nobody beats him. He's like the Wiz.
I'll go with Ray Fisher on that one.
No, you can't go with Ray Fisher. You gotta go with Cyborg. Ray Fisher, I'm with Ray Fisher. Like, Whedon's Cyborg.
Yeah, Cyborg. I go with that Cyborg.
All right, gentlemen. Thor, Wonder Woman, go.
Thor.
Shit. I think I'm gonna
Thor.
go Wonder Woman for this one. Because I'm not this isn't Thor Ragnarok Thor, right? Because Ragnarok Thor has gone through some fucking shit. Or
Yeah,
fucking
that's
Infinity
Uber
War.
Thor.
Infinity War Endgame Thor, like, well, after like Endgame with the gut, he's still fucking a badass though. He did take on fucking Thanos with his team, but this is Avengers Thor,
Avengers
right?
Thor, right?
Yeah,
right.
still very long haired Thor of like, I'm here for my brother.
Who is still thousands of years old.
Yeah, but like Wonder Woman's still like, she's still not thousands, but still like hundreds of years old. And
Oh yeah, that's
man.
Good question.
That's the same thing.
nah, dude, but like nah, man. And Wonder Woman's just fucking like, honestly, like in those movies, she's the one with the best fighter, man. That just like, I don't know, like
Nah.
no, and like she's from Themyscira, like I don't know, like
Yeah, and Thor's from Asgard.
Damn. Yo, I already want to see when Thor and her bracelets collide
All right,
and just end the whole fight right
look,
there,
look,
right?
No, wait. Peep this. I'm gonna kick some folklore. So, if you think about it, they put Asgard and Olympus technically on the same level in the comics. Like they're both like where the gods are from, quote unquote, because like the people of Asgard and the Olympians are kind of like the same kind of people. Thor's an actual god,
right.
like
And
versus
so is Wonder Woman, no?
Wonder Woman is a demigod. There's literally a hierarchy to that shit. Wonder Woman isn't a goddess. Yeah, she's a demigod.
I actually don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I don't know. She's
She has-
the daughter of Zeus and
Zeus.
Hippolyta.
Right,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hippolyta's like a goddess, no? She's not.
Hippo-
She's not a human.
Hippolyta
Hippolyta's-
versus Thor's mom.
Hippolyta's the queen of the Amazons.
Which mom? Which mom? Because once we decide which mom is more powerful, I think we pick the victor of that fight, right? Because you can't have, what is it, Odin versus Zeus?
Nah. So, and what's Thor's mom's name? I forgot, man.
Is it Freya?
Yeah, Freya.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would go with Hippolyta for that point, actually, for that, because she rules that fucking nation, you know. She rules Themyscira. She's raised a fucking epic warrior fucking tribe and nation, you know. And Freya's a badass. I'm not saying she's not, but she's like second fiddle to Odin, right? You know, like so.
Yeah, but I would go Freya simply because a lot of the shit that Loki can do, he learned a lot of that shit from Freya. She's a witch. She's like a master over magic within like her own realm. So you'd have like Mad Brawn of the Amazonian versus an Asgardian queen of magic. Like, are you insane? Like, come on now. And yes,
Shit.
I'm getting fact-checked on this, but hell yeah, Freya would defeat Hippolyta.
I'm going to go with Wonder Woman specifically because this is Avengers 1 Thor. Thor Ragnarok, the Uber Thor, beats Wonder Woman. So what's the tally on that one? Who takes it?
I mean, according to you two wrong people, it'd be Wonder Woman.
All right.
Wonder Woman.
We already pretty much talked about Batman versus Black Widow, but
Yes.
how many people do we have left? Oh, shit. All right. Hold on.
Hawkeye, Aquaman.
Fuck.
Flash?
Oh, we got
Damn,
the Flash too, right? Left
Whoa.
over. We got one more in Justice League. Is that what's happening? So we we got Captain America left too.
Oh, right. Captain America. All right. Who does he? The Flash, right? I think
Aquaman.
Aquaman?
That'd be cool.
Damn,
That'd be
that's
cool.
epic.
Yeah, so Captain America, Aquaman. I that goes. All right, Rod, you go first.
Well, like I mentioned way back in the Infinity episode, I think it was the Infinity episode where I, professed my love for that version of Steve Rogers from the Infinity Saga. He's kind of like, I'm gonna give him that kind of like a Batman, he always wins kind of deal. And although Aquaman is very powerful, he's obviously more powerful than Captain America. Come on, you're not gonna have Aquaman beat Cap. Not that Aquaman.
course not. No, I'm with you right there. I'm right there with you, bro. Exactly. Captain America can't lose. Like, come on, like, and he's defeated more powerful people than him. He still fucking gets it done. It's like he's the Batman in a way of those Avengers. And Aquaman, love Jason Momoa, Aquaman, but he's also a little unrefined, right? Like he doesn't have the discipline of battle and all that Captain America Steve Rogers has, especially in the Avengers movie. Come on, man. Like no. So Captain America, Chad's contrarian. Go.
Fuck you.
I know you Aquaman.
and I'm gonna paint you guys a word picture. So Jason Momoa Aquaman convinces what's the dude's name that plays Steve Rogers? I forgot.
Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Yeah. One of the Chris's, maybe the best one. Convinces Chris Evans, Captain America, to throw down the shield and just to go at it fist to fist. Then Steve Rogers makes some type of stupid Brooklyn reference, like always, when he's about to shoot fisticuffs, and Steve Rogers wins. So that's the first one that's unanimous.
Oh, I
know Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly. Like I took you guys on a little trip right there.
Yeah, no, all right, go Captain America, Chris Evans, we miss you.
Thanks.
Are we gonna pit Hawkeye against the Flash?
The Flash, come on.
Or can you do some bullshit where Hawkeye is so fast with
catches
his
him in the calf?
the way I don't know. No, I don't think he has super. No, he doesn't have super reflexes, right?
No.
So Flash. No, you can't give it to Hawkeye. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think it through. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way.
You're not trying to think it through.
This Flash doesn't really know how to use his powers all that well. We got to keep that
exactly.
in mind.
That's what I'm thinking about.
He still caught a fucking batarang.
Right, but come on, but like that was Bruce Wayne.
Good point.
No, but that was Bruce Wayne, right? Not Batman. He was as Bruce Wayne, just kind of threw it,
testing him. He
wasn't aiming to fucking.
Yeah, but the thing is,
put him down.
Remember, he's part of the Speed Force. He's in that constant state. Yeah, he wasn't expecting it, but somehow he still fucking slowed down.
You're giving him too much benefit of the doubt. The Speed Force, I don't think they really he doesn't he's never been in the Speed Force. Like I remember in that movie he mentioned I'm calling it the Speed Force. He doesn't know his shit,
But the thing is, remember that scene though on instinct. So let's say somebody throws something at you and you flinch, but it still hits you. That for him is he moves faster than what's coming at him and gets out of the way. So regardless if it's a fucking batarang that's testing him or an arrow that he sees coming, he's going to move out of the way. You cannot make Hawkeye faster than the Flash.
I'm not saying faster. I'm saying smarter. Because honestly, I'm thinking about it. Like I think I might be leaning towards Hawkeye because I'm assuming the way it starts, right? They're facing each other immediately. The only way I think Hawkeye might win is if Hawkeye notices that what his power is, right? If he has no idea if he's just like some random dude that he's gonna fight, if he doesn't know it's fucking the fastest man alive, he's fucked. But let's say if he sees him fucking move super fast,
he catches the first arrow. That's the giveaway.
Exactly. Let's say then I think Hawkeye can then plan contingency, be like, oh, okay, it's a speedster, like he's fucking I'm assuming there's other fast people in the Marvel universe that he'll figure out some kind of fucking hawk booby traps to knock him out and then incapacitate him, to slow him and incapacitate him. So I would give it, because come on, Clint Barton, the Hawkeye in the movie, he's pretty fucking badass. Like he can get shit done. Like I think he could beat him. I would go with.
I haven't rewatched Age of Ultron a lot, but did he at any point try to take down Quicksilver? Was that a thing in that movie? I don't remember.
Oh,
because we have a reference.
Question. Holy shit!
There's a freaking reference, but still.
And if it wasn't,
I'm still picking
missed opportunity. If it was.
I'm sorry, you cannot have Hawkeye beat the Flash. I mean, you get away with Steve Rogers beating Arthur Curry, but I'm not gonna accept Clint Barton beating Wally West. I'm sorry.
And that would be like on par with in the stupid, like those stupid moments in the Justice League cartoon where random henchmen would literally catch the Flash with a gun. It's like they would follow him while he's running, pull the trigger, and then somehow catch him.
Nah, you know what? I think Hawkeye could figure it out. He could stop him. I think because he needs to slow him down and then incapacitate him. He can do that. He can fucking do that. Because the Flash, he's not a fighter. He barely knows how to use his abilities. Like he won't. because Flash just needs to make a mistake. That's it. Hawkeye's on point. Like, Hawkeye won't fuck up, you know? But the Flash we saw in Justice League is not the Barry Allen from the CW. It's not the Barry Allen from the comic book. It's not like, it's a fucking lame Flash. He's just learning how to do it. Like, he literally tells, like, you know, Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman, right? Like, oh, this is my first time. What do I do? And like Gal Gadot's telling him, like, go save people. You know, go save one person and then you'll keep doing it. You know, like, I can totally see him like stuttering like that, like, oh, what do I do? And then boom, you're done. Hawkeye would have figured it out. Be like, all right, he's fucking, all right, and done. Hawkeye.
Spoken like a true Marvel fanboy. And next up, we have Batman versus Black Widow, and we kind of already went over this.
Yeah,
gentlemen.
Yeah, Black Widow, yeah.
Sorry.
I love Batman, and he's never lost on this podcast.
Asterisk.
Like, in the history of this podcast.
Asterisk, though. Hard. I want that asterisk.
Yeah, hard asterisk.
I want that asterisk, like, on the list. Okay, so let's say we use Times New Roman 12. I need that asterisk to be Times New Roman 14.
No, I want the asterisk to be bigger than the font of the word Batman. Like, Batman's tiny, and then it's an asterisk.
I
right?
literally just said that. That was the whole thing I just explained.
Nah, but much larger,
no.
much larger. The asterisk is Batman, and then we have an asterisk.
Fair enough. This iteration, the quintuple scotch drinking Joss Whedon Batman.
His drink gets more and more each time.
Yeah, from a triple, quadruple, quintuple.
He's gonna have a bottle the next one. He just had a bottle in his hand. He's just drinking it.
I love this. All right, I think we agreed on some, we disagreed on some others. I would love to hear what the fans think of this. So, like, if you guys, Justice League, Whedon's Justice League, he rule against Whedon's Avengers, please. We'll post about this on our Instagram. You know, email us your thoughts too about it. You know, we would love to hear you, but also give us your reasons. Right, that's the key thing. Don't just say like, "Oh, well, first Batman." This is a fucking debate, okay? Reasons.
The debate that matters now in these times.
Yeah, forget the presidential election. Forget all that stuff.
Forget COVID.
Whedon and his movies. and just to close up this conversation and this episode, we ended up with a draw, gentlemen. That's how it ended. So I love that we didn't like really. That was a thorough conversation that ended in a draw. I'm happy with that. I could sleep well tonight.
I like it. I approve. All right. Awesome.
That's how you know it's real. That is how you know it's real. All right, guys. And on that note, we'll leave all the fans, you know, to ponder and have those debates amongst all your loved ones, especially with upcoming Thanksgiving. Have these debates with people. Bring them up at the dinner table. Ruined relationships. These are issues worth dying for.
Do it.
And on that note, I bid you adieu. I hope I said that correctly. Love you guys.
You did not.
It is what it is. America. Love you guys. Always a pleasure and an honor. I'm Ches.
Yo, and I'm Miguel.
I'm Raj.
We're the Legion. Peace.
Legion on Zoom, starring and produced by Jose Perez, aka Ches, Rodney Martinez, and myself, Miguel Arce. Please subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or shoot us an email at legiononzoom@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Legion on Zoom.